the 30-yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
On the tackle.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
Jamal Agnew on
51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform. Quarterback Matthew Stafford.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 29-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker Christian Jones there to make the stop.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Agnew now to return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away. credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fights loose.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's McKissick. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jared Davis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return, here's Agnew. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down at Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Oh, what a move. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
A carry now for McKissick. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 11. 1st down, Washington.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. No, he missed the PA. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Shepard's pass.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
32-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Ball carrier.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
To throw on second and 6. Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good. Kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Golladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 to over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety, and the reach. Turn out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
46-yard line.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That's another first down.
Haskins back to the air. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dwayne Haskins hooking up with Terry McLaurin. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he puts it through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Visitors, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it. I love it.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards. And the Lions first down.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ball Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where you just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 36, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. First down and much more here for Jones as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
Stafford on 1st down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First down and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll run with McKissick. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Sprinkle. That's good.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, here's a run with Peterson.
Number 20.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
12 yards there and a first down. Yeah, he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins flushed out right. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jamie Collins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Another former New England Patriot reunited with a former Patriot coach, Matt Patricia, of course, the head coach of the Detroit Lions. There's a sack by Jamie Collins. He's come off a career high for sacks. Had 7 last year with the New England Patriots. But what I think is best about his game and what really fits what Detroit's looking for, his versatility. They'll use him all over the field, both in pass coverage and rushing the passer, hoping to create more big plays, as we just saw there.
He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Coverage defensively.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make. A play.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
And the Lions first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24, Stafford steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
To throw is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up
2nd down at 4.
4-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. They'll try and run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Steven Sims now on the return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10. At their own.
A look in Washington as they come onto the... Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll roll him out right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception. So far, that probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He missed one earlier. But this time, he gets it to go. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
So out now come the Lions. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And the Lions 1st down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
To DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of
that completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here we go with Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay, but it's going to be 2nd down. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now it's Stafford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's Kenny Golladay hauling it in from Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well, and that's Kenny Golladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Golladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try. And cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Here's Sims to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
6-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And Hopkins hangs this one out to the right. Missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. Yep. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the 4th quarter, and we are going to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Sims to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
The 25-yard line.
Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Complete to Jones.
Stafford's pass.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense. with a chance to win.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before, and we've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. Here's Haskins out of the gun, being chased out left. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.